Hello there, it's Monica. Thanks for clicking in and Happy New Year. Anyways, so I have been into this hairstyle for a little while now. And I wanted to share with you how I do my makeup differently when I wear this, because as you can see, I have a very round face. And I think it looks fine like this. I would wear it like this, but I think it's more flattering when I do my contour or face framing, as I like to call it sometimes, and blush. I do it a little bit differently than if I were maybe wearing my hair down or maybe even up in a bun. Because I feel like when you wear your hair up, like in a high bun, which I do a lot, it kind of pulls everything up in a way, as an illusion, and literally too, because you kind of have it tight and up. But anyway, so I just wanted to share how I do that. I've already done my makeup, as you can see. I'll just go through what I have on my face so far. Not the products themselves, but just what I have on my face. I have concealer, foundation, I have a brow pencil, mascara, tight line with an eyeliner, powder, of course, and highlight. Let me see if you can see my highlight. I like to put my highlight right up there and under on my brow bone. I don't put it on my cheeks because my cheeks naturally kind of get a highlight, and like a little bit, not a lot. But like I said, my face is round, so I don't think I need my face to be like widened. I think the width of my face is fine, and if I do highlighting as well, first of all, I feel like you can't see it the few times I've done it, and secondly, like I realize that I don't really need it. Not that I need any of this, or any of us need any of that, but it is fun. So anyway, and lip gloss, and I think that's it. So the only thing I'm yet to apply is my contour and my blush. So usually I would just get, if I weren't wearing my hair like this, I would just pick a blush. I usually use this palette. It's the Ben Nye Pressed Color Palette, and I've had this for several years, and it has eight different colors. And so I would just use my blush brush, which is the Real Techniques, and I think it is the blush brush, and I just choose I would choose my blush and then apply it, and I would be done. But when I'm gonna do a contour, and especially with this hairdo, I prefer to do a contour. I think it looks more flattering. So I would get my contour powder, which is the NYX blush in taupe. That's a nice contour for me, since I'm fair-skinned. So it's, as you can see, it's a taupe color or brown, and I really like this one for my contour. And if I'm not mistaken, I feel like I do my contour a little different than what I've seen. I've never seen anyone explain it in this way anyway. So so I just kind of do things however I feel like works best for me, and so this is what works best for me, so perhaps it will help you as well. So what I do is I use this one, which is the Real Techniques contour brush, and I like that it's small because I'm going to start with my hairline first. And what I do is I dip it in generously. I don't worry about getting too much on my face. I do tap it, and then first thing I do is I go to the parts of my hairline that are naturally receded. And what I mean is, how you see how my hairline dips in and then dips out, like that spot right there is receded. This down here, the hairline continues here and then goes back, that's receded. Like I think we all have that kind of parts of our hairline that are receded a little bit or are back a little bit. So in order to bring attention more to the center of my face, which is what I want to do, I'm going to go into those spots and I'm going to fill them in a little bit with contour. just like that. And I'm not worried about it looking good right now. I'm just placing it. So I put it there. I actually usually start with my forehead. I go right in there. And I put so I'm dipping it again, swirling it, tap. And again, I'm not concerned about putting too much on. And plus I've done this many times, so I kind of know how much to do. But anyway, you can always kind of blend it out. But do you see how that's kind of framing my forehead now, and it's kind of made it look smaller already by adding that kind of shadow looking? This looks weird right now, I know that. So, and then I'm gonna go in here as well. And this is why I call it framing my face, because I feel like I'm framing kind of like what you would do with like your bangs. They kind of frame your face and kind of bring attention to your eyes and things, or framing, or your eyebrows. Often people refer to them as framing your framing your face. So this is kind of what I'm doing here. And then on the bottom here, I go right in here generously, and then I go down the jawline, and this is like the typical contour that everyone does, right? Doing the jawline. But I like to go right in here. And slim the face. And again, it's looking a little crazy right now, but that's okay. I'm gonna blend it out and all that. So, and I like to bring it forward here and work it back. And I do like to do more of a traditional contour. And I don't know if you could tell, but my cheek bones, or the hollows of my cheeks, tend to go more vertical. So I'm gonna just go with that. And also right there. And of course that slims the face, and that's why we contour, obviously. Okay, and then I like to do just a little bit on the very tip of my nose. And that's it. So that's all I do there. Let me see. I'm gonna add just a little bit more on this side. Okay, and so now what I'm gonna do is blend all that out. And to do that, I use a dual fiber brush, or a stippling brush by Eco Tools. And this is called the Sheer Finish Kabuki. And then what I do is I just, this is really awkward. So I just do, actually let me think about what I do, because I'm obviously not in my usual setup, so you know, it kind of can throw you off your routine if you're not in your usual atmosphere. So let me see, what do I usually do? Yeah, I go up here. And you see how that blends it out nicely? And then I go down the sides, blend down what I did on my jaw and my chin. Do that. And then the contour on my cheek. And then I just kind of try to go up and down my face like this, just so there's no lines, because I really don't want there to be any lines of my contour, of course. So I want it just to kind of all blend into my skin, of course. And I think that looks pretty good, but I think I'm gonna go a little bit more on this side just to kind of balance it out, because it seems like there's a little bit more on this side. But of course my hairline isn't identical to this on this side as it is to this side. It's a little, there's a little bit more like movement, if you will, on this side, so I'm not gonna worry too much about it. And blend. Okay, and so I'm happy with that. So now that looks good. You can see there's no lines, but you can definitely see, you know, there's the contour is right in there, or the hollow of my cheek is right in there. And yeah, so I do like how that's looking. And so now I'm gonna do my blush. And this, as I said, this is a blush, but since it's brown, I like to use it as a contour, and it just seems to work really well with my skin tone. So anyway, so that's that. So now I'm going to move on to my blush. And often what I like to do is I like to use one of the lighter colors of in my palette. Again, this is the Ben Nye Pressed Color Palette. And so I'm going to go in to, let's see, the color's called Vintage Rose. Let's see. Vintage Rose, which is this one right here. And I'm just going to go straight into it with the tip of the brush. Tap off the excess, and I like to put blush on my forehead because I like to look like I've gotten some, like maybe some sun, like it almost looks red. So I get a little bit more. A little bit like that, and it kind of helps to blend out too, kind of make it more of a gradient from the darkest to my skin tone. So I'm just dipping right back into the Vintage Rose again, and then now I'm going to apply my blush, and I apply the same one as a blush, and I like to apply my blush like this. I love blush. I don't care that my face is round and I'm applying blush to the apples of my cheeks. I think technically in the makeup world that's a no-no. Like, you're supposed to put it more from the corner of your eye this way, but I don't like that. I love blush and I like my cheeks to look full. So I'm gonna dip in again to the same Vintage Rose and go like that. And let's see if I'm doing good in real life. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. Okay, so like that. And do you see how that kind of brings the look together? Do you see how that kind of looks good there? Like, there's a little bit of that color in there, and in my cheeks it just kind of, I feel like my face like just brightens up. Is it just me? I think it's true. Okay, and then I also like to put, again, Vintage Rose. I'm using the same. I like to put just a little bit on my chin, because I like to, I sometimes refer to it as the sunburned look. Not sun-kissed, but sunburned, because it's like more on the red side. But this could, because the sun, when you do get sunburned, you would naturally Actually, let me finish this real quick. Vintage Rose, still on the same blush. I put it right in here, right on my nose, right there. Nice, I like that. I like that look. So as I was saying, when you get sunburn, when you get a lot of sun, you would naturally get sunburn at the top of your forehead if your forehead is like mine, because I have a pretty large forehead and it kind of goes back a little bit. It's not like straight. As I said, like my natural hairline is just receded a tiny bit. So for me, I would naturally get sunburned here on my nose and on my chin, because that's what kind of catches the sun, right? Because it's more like at an angle, right? And on my cheeks. And so I like that look. It looks really, I don't know, I like it. I think it looks healthy and glowy and all, and just put together. So then, like I said, I love blush. So I used that light blush in all those spots you just saw. And now what I've been doing lately is I've been using a brighter or darker blush on the apples of my cheeks. So I am not done yet. I think I'm going to go with, just for fun, I'm going to go with this bright pink one. Because why not? So I'm just dipping into that bright pink, and it's called Pink Bliss. Sounds good to me. I'm just kidding. Okay. So right on the apple of my cheek. No fear. Look at that. And I bring it up just a little bit. But I definitely don't want this bright color like all across my cheek. You know, it's just on the apples of my cheeks. And I'm sorry, does that like not look adorable? I mean, I think that's such a cute way to apply blush. I love it. But I love blush. I mean, yeah. That's if you hear any rumblings or weird sounds, that's my baby girl. My Lucy, my doggy. We'll see if she makes another cameo. And that's it. So I feel like this just brings this whole look together. I love it. And I didn't mention, but I have, the back of it is in a bun. It's not a ponytail or a braid. It's in just a twisted bun, and then just bobby pinned. So yeah, so I really I've loved this because it looks chic. It looks different than what I usually look like. And it just looks really put together, and it's really easy. So yeah, I'm really liking that. So it just, to me, now I feel like really, like I feel like I look good, you know, like I feel like, okay, I'm ready. This looks really good together. Hey, baby. Oh, hi. Hi. How you doing? Do you want to say hi? Come on. Come on. Come. She doesn't know where to go. Okay, baby. All right, so I'm going to say bye now. Hi, babes. Come here. Come here. Oh, there you are. Oh, there she is. Good girl. She's like, who are you talking to? Is that what you're wondering? You're looking at me funny. Good girl. Can you speak? Can you speak? Speak. Good girl. Just showing off her tricks because she is so smart. Okay, so anyway, I hope this was helpful, and I really like the way it came out. It came out like I like for it to come out when I do my hair like this, because it's all about the face when you have your hair pulled back this slick, you know. Yeah, so it's to me, it's like it's nice and bright and cheery and happy and healthy looking, you know. So that's what I think about when I do my hair, my makeup like this. So anyway, so that's it. I hope that was helpful in some way. And yeah, so that's it. So thank you so much for watching. Remember to subscribe and rate. And if you leave a comment, please tell me where you're from. I live here in California and it's been raining today. I'm so happy. I've posted some pictures of the rain on my Instagram, by the way. So I was really excited. So yeah, so that's all I have. Thank you so much, and I will see you next time. Bye.